I come to learn you gotta insulate a van the same way you eat an elephant. Nikki even said something. I mean, even my mother called me. What, the fish snatcher? So I had to finagle the bagel, if you know what I mean. As you can see, the bed is gone. The bed design is gone. To God be the glory, gang. First piece of insulation is in. Faith without works is dead. We finally done it. It is a wrap, gang. We got all the insulation put up. All right, gang, I'm back in glow on my way to Nikki's favorite store, and you already know that's Lowe's. Kind of rhyme. Don't tell Nikki I said that, because she gonna say it's my favorite store, but I'll say it's Nikki's favorite store. Let's get over here and get some supplies so we can build this wall, gang. So quick update, I am back from Lowe's, got all the supplies and things that I needed, and I went ahead and purchased some more wood. See that? That wood right there, that's for the bed. So, you know, we had the other wood up for the bed that you seen us put up the first time. And I went and got a thicker piece of wood just to make it more secure, because you seen Nikki and I get on it individually, but I want to make sure it was good, strong, and sturdy for us together. You know, I don't want no accidents. So it's better to go thicker than thin. So I'm gonna show you the difference between the two. So if you can see there, it's like double the thickness. One board is double the thickness of the board that I had up there originally. So I think I'm going to, well, I don't think, I'm going to put the thicker board up. So that's what I'm working on right now. So as you see, it's snowing out there, gang. So I had to finagle the bagel, if you know what I mean. I had to come inside of the van here, and got my little heater down here. You can see that. Got my makeshift floor mat over there in the corner, and yeah, I'm ready to roll, gang. We're gonna work in insulation. We're gonna do it right here inside the glow. That's the goal anyway. I don't know if I got enough room. As you can see, I got all my materials in here with me, so I don't have to get in and out and let the little bit of heat that I am making go away. So, got my tape measure, got my razor, got my materials. Let's see if we can make something happen, gang. Before I forget, let me tell you what I got here. So Lowe's had a limited supply of insulation. Now they did tell me they can order it and have it here within so many days, but who needs to wait for that? So I just bought what they had. They had this 2-inch thick, I guess it's called Poly Pro. And then they had 1-inch thick King Span. I don't know if it's called King Span or King's Pan, I don't know. I'm gonna call it King Span, I like that better. So I'm gonna measure out my sections here. As you can see, I got sections on the wall that I'm gonna put these panels in. Like, for instance, there's gonna be one that runs this whole length, right? In every place where there's a full length, I'm gonna run a panel. For example, from here to here, from here to there. So I need to measure out what's gonna be what. And I know I'm gonna stop here, because this is where my board will sit. This is where the roof is gonna sit along this here. It's actually gonna be down about a 1/2 inch there. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna be ducking under there just a little bit, gang. It's gonna be about right there. But anyway, let's get to it. All right, gang, I done talked to God. As you can see, I done got warm. Took off my vest. Now let's see if we can cut this thing out. Start making some installations of our insulation. Yeah. I don't know if I got that deep enough, but let's see what we got. Yeah, that definitely is not deep enough. We're gonna have to cut it again. Now notice my blade is getting dull, gang. I'm gonna have to get me a new blade. There we go. There we go. There we go, gang. Yeah, I'm gonna have a mess in here. So I'm probably gonna have to invest in a shop vac, which is always good to have one of those anyway. This stuff right here is just like what they use in the cooler. Actually, instead of making a mess over there by that heater just yet, let's see. Dang, I forgot. 75 inches. 75 inches is the total. But while I got it here, let's see about making these cuts. So what we gotta do, I don't know if y'all can see that, but you can see it right here on this side over here. It has these little knots right here for the roof rack. I'm gonna have to cut those out of the insulation to get it to fit up in there properly. So I'm gonna measure that now. So it looks like we need an inch. We need to cut out about 1.25 inches. We need to cut 1.25 inches down. We're gonna have a mess to clean up in here, gang. I can already see that. So I didn't realize that there was another one this curve goes down to the bottom, so I need to cut out a notch on both sides. Let's get that done. God be the glory, gang. First piece of insulation is in. Wall insulation, that is, and it might be just my mind playing tricks on me, but it feels warm already. Nikki doesn't know I'm working this hard because we're taking this van camping as soon as I run out of insulation. Yeah. All right, gang. It's day 2. And we back at it, as you can see. Got me a bit of a mess going on in here, but let's finish completing that mess. So I've read my instructions. As y'all know, I've been on this kick lady. I read my instruction manual, and it told me to put this part, the silver part, facing inside of the van. I thought it faced the wall, but that's why it's important to read instructions. And I got to thinking about that. And guess what, gang? God told me to remind you to read your instruction manual, your basic instructions before leaving Earth. Yeah, get some of that. Put that in your life, man. It's going to give you simple rules to this life and simple things to help you through this life. Like, you know, when they asked Jesus what's the most important commandment, he said there's 2. Put God above all and love thy neighbor. Yeah, let's get to it. I'm on a roll. Lord, don't let me fall this time. I'm on a roll. Please don't let me fall. Sometimes I lose myself and drift so far away. Sometimes I lose myself and drift so far away. I'm on a roll. Please don't let me fall this time. I'm on a roll. Please don't let. Got the whole top section done, gang. Yeah, first one down. Now it's time to move on to the other side. I don't know if I'm gonna complete this side first, or should I just finish off? I think I'm gonna finish off this small piece here. Well, it's not small, but this is what I have left of that board I've been cutting on. I think I'm gonna get all the small sections first before moving into cutting into this big piece I have left here. So I have this big piece here, then I have that there. I believe I'm gonna continue to finish off the smaller areas first before moving on to cutting off big sections like these big sections here. And I'm gonna have to use this bigger board because they're all pretty much close to the same size. These little small areas is kind of here and there. They're different on both sides of the van, so gotta keep that in mind. Lord, don't make me fall. Gang, it's day 3. And I'm starting to realize this is gonna take a minute. Yeah, there's a lot of nooks and crannies, as you can see, that you gotta precisely cut these pieces in and slide them into. I figured my best way to do this, instead of cutting whole pieces, was to start cutting them in smaller sections. And then I got this foil tape that I'm gonna use to kind of seal up the cracks. But yeah, gang, it's gonna be a little while on this one right here, gang. But we're gonna take our time, keep our faith and trust in God, and we're gonna get done in His time, gang. So I'm standing in glow about to put this work in, gang. And as you can see, man, I got a good bit done. I got a lot more to go.
Woke up today, smile on my face. May not go my way, still got my faith, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Running our race, just at our pace. Made some mistakes, but learned a few things, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Yeah, yeah. I've been through it all, I've been through it all. Looking at Goliath at the stand tall. My heart it feel like David every time I fall. My problems look like giants, I'ma slay them all. Every single beef I had to let it be. Spend a lot of time wasting energy. That ain't made sense to me logically, but I feel way better when I walk in peace. Please don't bring the gossip to me, I mean no offense. I'm finding out jealousy, only a lack of confidence. Focused on me more, focused on you less. Everybody do that, look around and we blessed. Woke up today, smile on my face. May not go my way, still got my faith, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Running our race, just at our pace. Made some mistakes, but learned a few things, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Yeah. I know the pain you felt, I felt it with you. I know the hate you feel, the scar tissue. Unhealed trauma is trying to kill you, but come back to love, man, we all miss you. Hey, life is like a seesaw, it's up, then it's down. It's all about progress, you can't stop now. Take a step every day, look back and see miles. Could make it to the top if you stop looking at the ground. Woke up today, smile on my face. May not go my way, still got my faith, so I'll be okay. I'll be
Day 4, gang. And still got a lot to go. I'm probably gonna have to go get some more insulation. This is what I got left. Probably gonna be enough to do 2 or 3 more spots. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 more to do. Yeah. I come to learn you gotta insulate a van the same way you eat an elephant. 1 bite at a time. Gang. Day 5, maybe 6, 7, I don't know. It's another day, gang. And we back at it. Hopefully the last day. Prayerfully the last day. We are going to knock this thing out today, gang. Yeah. But before I do that, let me calm down here. So as you know, we've been working on getting this van of ours together, Glow, trying to transform it into glorious. Yeah, working hard at that. To God be the glory, everything's going good. There's been some moments that's tougher than others, and I learned a lot, a whole lot of things through this process. And one, most importantly, I learned recently. It's about how Snatcher interacts with people in the comment section. Yeah. 'Cause you know me, I appreciate the comments and I love to have fun. So if I offended anyone in the last video for this one about the bed, that everybody was giving me great advice, by the way, of how to structure the bed. Nikki even said something. I mean, even my mother called me. And all of you was telling me that I should make sure to put bracing in the middle. I completely agree. Because Snatcher doesn't need to snap that thing in half. And I also learned that when making these videos, I may need to explain myself a little bit more so you understand exactly what I got going on. So the video of us showing the bed build was more of the bed being tested, or should I say the length of the bed being tested, because we wasn't sure if I was going to be able to fit on the bed laying east to west. And before we build out the whole van, we want to make sure of the placement of the bed, because that's going to determine how much room we're going to have to work with in the van, right, for other things. Most importantly, we got to sleep comfortably. So we went with a full-size bed. Now, we could do a queen width, but not a queen length. But we can do a full-size bed, length and width. So we decided to go with that. And if y'all watched our old videos of us in the tent, you know that we started on a full-size mattress. And we slept comfortably on that. Inside a secret, Nikki and I slept on a full-size bed for several years in the beginning of our marriage. And we slept just fine, comfortably. Nikki likes being close to the Snatcher anyway. So in this video, I'm going to be showing y'all exactly how the bed is going to be planned. Maybe not this video, but in the video when we actually put the bed up. Because as you can see, the bed is gone. The bed design is gone, and I can't put it up. I can't build the bed completely until we are done with all the walls and the ceiling, and we no longer need to come in and out of the back of the van. Yeah. So once we're done with all of that, getting all the big pieces of equipment through here, like I'm going to put the frame up. You see me put the frame on the side of the wall so I can build according to that. But the actual structure of the bed, like, you know, the platform and the supports, that's going to go in probably close to last of the build, just so I can have access from all doors of the van, bringing equipment and things in and out. But with that being said, I want to shout out to everybody that's left us a comment. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to all our awesome channel members. Shout out to our fellow content creators. We see y'all and appreciate all the work that y'all putting in out there. Thank you for coming over here to our video and leaving us a comment. And yeah, let's get to it. So real quick, I'm going to show y'all what I got left in here to do as far as installation go, as far as foam installation go. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9.5 in the doors. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got approximately 14 more panels to do. I had to run and get some more styrofoam. This stuff here, I call it styrofoam installation because it's like a styrofoam cup. What it's actually called, I don't know. It's a foam board, I know that. But that leads me to another thing that I learned from this last video. If y'all know the video I'm talking about that's got me with this epiphany, is check out this last video right here. After this video, go back and watch this video about us putting inside of these, Nikki putting up these soundless sound deadening mats and me building the bed that everybody was like, Snatcher, you're going to break that.
This is how we do it, boy. Oh God!
I ain't mad at y'all because you ain't lying. If I leave it like that, it's a wrap. I'm going right through it and taking Nikki along with me. I know I don't want to do that. So with that said, I learned that a lot of y'all are a wealth of knowledge. And you know, Snatcher has no clue, neither does Nikki, of what we're doing when it comes to this build. We are putting our trust and faith in God. And now I forgot one of the most important rules of life. Put God above all, love thy neighbor. Treat others how you want to be treated. So I need to start coming to some of you and getting some of that great knowledge and wisdom y'all have and getting some advice on this build. So I'm going to be leaning on y'all. Well, I should say we're going to be leaning on y'all for some of that great wisdom and some of that knowledge and some of that advice, because we have no clue of what we're going to do. Yeah. I'm going to finish off paneling these walls right here. The two right here, if I haven't told you, see, this is part of me being more descriptive and telling you the whole plan so y'all can help me along. But what I plan to do is right here in these two panels, right here, this is going to be like where the foot of the bed is at, and the other side is going to be the head, right? So I'm going to be putting the 1-inch foam board, the green board you see behind me, inside of this area here and in the head area there. So the walls is kind of going to stop right here. That's where the wall is going to stop. The wall's going to stop right here. And if I do that, it's going to give me 75 inches. And we told you what the measurements of a full-size bed, why we decided to go with a full size. And I'm anchoring the bed with these bolts here. As you can see, these bolts. And then I'm going to build the frame and the structure. But maybe y'all know a better way for me to do so. Which, it may be a little late for this build, because we're on to the next one after that. After I finish up these walls or this insulation, I'm going to move on to some other things. But you can help us with this. Well, maybe not, because that's probably going to get done, if not today, maybe tomorrow. So after I get done with the foam board, either Nikki or myself is going to be putting inside of these holes here, all these type of gaps like that. That's all going to be spray foam. Yeah, that's the plan right now anyway. May change right now, that's the plan. But let me get to cutting this board and getting it in there so I can knock that part of this build out. So we ran into a bit of an issue, gang. Well, not really an issue, just another step we're gonna have to move to before we finish insulating this part of the van. So where the bed goes, as you can see, I gotta get to those screw holes to be able to put the bed on. And I'm changing out those screws to slightly bigger screws and with Loctite nuts, and that's just so the nuts don't back off on their own from vibration and things like that, right? So I got to change out those screws and put the new ones in so I can put the headboard and footboard up. So I'm gonna do that first before finishing the installation. But that's a good problem, because some of y'all was asking how in the world did I stick the other headboard up and footboard up and it just held on its own. It looked like magic. Well, we all know there's no such thing as magic. That was those screws right there, those bolts you see sticking out. So also what I did was, not only did I get some new bolts, I got some washers to go on them bolts, just to add a little bit more reinforcement behind this metal structure, right? So it doesn't pull through the hole, which I don't think it would, but better safe than sorry. But see, I need this hand room to get these in and out of there. And also I got slightly larger ones because, you know, I got a larger headboard and footboard. Just like thought, gang. And also, I got two different size bolts. So these holes are a little bit larger than the holes at the bottom. So what I did was, I got larger ones for the top, skinnier ones for the bottom. One was, I think, 5/8 and the other one was, or one was 3/8 and one was 5/16. Either way, I'll put it on the screen right here, the bigger and the smaller. Just like that. See, it's not a lot of room to work with already. You kind of got to put your fingers in there and wiggle them around and just kind of play with it until you get it in a hole. So I'm going to finish up the rest of these. Be right back. First piece up on the ceiling, and I would say I'm happy, gang. I'm going to be putting fairing strips on these braces here, and the ceiling is going to attach to the fairing strips. Day number 6, or yeah, I'll make sure I put the days in all of these so we can keep up with it, because honestly, it's been a lot of days. And that's just something that I come to learn about working on this van. Some projects is going to be done quickly, other are going to take a little longer. So patience is the key. You know, take your time and do it right, is my belief. Don't make sense and continuing to do something over and over again when you can just do it right the first time. That's the way I believe it. Shout out to everybody that's made it this far in the video. You are definitely a real one. We appreciate you. If you're new to this channel, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join the Outside Gang. If you're new and you don't know who I am Snatcher. And then there's also my wife, Nikki, who was not in this video because it's cold, gang. It's very cold. It's like 20 degrees right now. Nikki wants no parts of that. Even though we are not strangers to the cold. So on this channel, you may know or you may not know, we do outdoor adventures. And we've been camping in a tent in this kind of weather right here. Go look at it for yourself. If you can't find it, I'll put it in the description of this video. Yeah, how about that? Maybe I'll just add a card right here, or maybe right there. I don't know where it pops up at, but that's the card. But watch that after you get done watching this video, because hopefully today we close this thing out, gang. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. And if you're looking into getting into something like this yourself, let me forewarn you. If you don't have patience and you're easily frustrated, you might want to think it over. It'd be a whole lot easier to hire someone. We have to do it on our time and on our budget. So with that said, this project is going to move along based on how much you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Yeah, because that's going to be the determining factor of how fast we move, because we take all of the money from our YouTube and we put it right back into our channel, as we always have done. And speaking of that, some of you have asked us about donating to the build. You know, Steve, I'm picking on you. I put you up there because you are actually a channel member. And I want to say, by becoming a channel member, you already helped contribute to this build. And me and Nikki discussed about putting the PayPal up or not, because we do see that a lot of y'all truly just want to help out. So that's much appreciated. So yesterday, I don't believe I recorded it, but I got the upper panels of the doors done, the back doors that is, and one of the lower panels. So the lower panels, I chose to go with something different than the poly board there. I think it's called Poly Pro styrofoam board or foam board. That's this silver stuff you see back here behind me that I'm using inside of the doors and the walls. And then, you know, I'm using the green one right here for where the bed's gonna go and the ceiling, so we can have more room. So I got 1 inch and then I got 2 inches. Right, the 1 inch is going where I need more room at. But anyway, what I'll tell you that for is that in the bottom of the door, I'll put the straps from the floor in there. And why I do that is because the Poly Pro foam board is just like styrofoam cups. It leaves a mess everywhere. It breaks down. As you can see, there's snow. There's a whole bunch of mess behind me. And these doors have moving parts, like different types of mechanisms that I don't want that styrofoam particle stuff to get inside of. And there's also wiring for things like our lights and stuff like that for the license plate. So I need to have access to that. So what I did is I took the scraps, kind of filtered in nice and neat, and that board doesn't flake or doesn't chip easily. So it should be fine in there. I'll keep y'all posted on that. Yeah. Let's get back to it. I still got to do these bottom sections here. And like I told you yesterday, I can't put the tape on that yet because I need to secure the bed first. And I can't get behind there if I tape it with the board there because the holes are blocked. So I'm cutting out the boards that's going to fit inside of everywhere I needed to go, getting it all fitted right. And then I'm going to put up the headboard and footboard. And then I will tape up the foam board. Hopefully I explained that well enough. And Leave any suggestions on what you think we should work on next, or what do you believe we're going to work on next. I'll take your suggestions too. Yeah, because y'all got some good advice. But anyway, I talked enough. Let's get back to work. Finally done. It's a wrap, gang. We got it all insulated. Got my headboard and footboard back up. Now it's just one thing left to do. Just clean this bad boy up. Let's go. Finally done it. It is a wrap, gang. We got all the insulation put up. We still got to put the spray foam in there. I believe I'm going to go with spray foam. Y'all leave me some suggestions. Should I let Nikki do the spray foam, or should we go another route? We're trying to stay cost effective. You know, we on a budget, gang. Like I said, we got to be strategic about how we do things. So we're really planning that out. But we are all done with all the foam board. We got the ceilings, the walls, the doors, all done. And that took a long time, gang. 6 days to be exact. But you know, it's just like the Bible. God worked for 6 days, and on the seventh he rested. So I'm about to rest. Shout out to everybody that's been leaving comments in the comment section. We appreciate y'all. And I hope y'all are having as much fun as me in the comment section. I love interacting with y'all, joking and playing around. Hopefully y'all not taking that the wrong way. And if you are, hang around a little while. You'll see what the snatch is all about. It's all about love, peace, and happiness over here, gang. Yeah, we wishing everybody well, praying for everyone. Thank y'all for all the suggestions. And some people are saying that next we should be doing electrical. Some are saying next we should be doing plumbing. Some are saying next we should be building cabinets. But just hang around, gang, and see what we actually do next. But I guarantee you, whatever we do, it's gonna be epic. Yeah, we go hard over here. I'm gonna be honest. I think installation up until this point was my least favorite job of them all. I mean, it's super tedious. You gotta cut angle. It's messy. And if I had it to do again, I would not be getting that styrofoam foam board. I mean, look at me. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I got stuff all over me, gang. I'm covered in snow. That's what it looks like. Everywhere I'm walking, I'm leaving clues of where I've been. I can't hide from no one right now, because everywhere I go, I am leaving little foam ball trails. What the fish snatcher. If I would do it again, I probably would just go with that green and purple board, because it's a lot neater, it's a lot easier to deal with, and it makes a whole lot less mess. I'm not sure which one is the most insulated, because I learned while doing this that there's an R factor, and I'm gonna be honest, gang, I didn't pay attention to what R factor was what on those boards that I use. Don't tell Nikki. She don't have to know. As long as we staying warm and staying cool, that's all that matters. Yeah. If you're watching these videos that Nikki and I are doing because you want to get some tips and tricks just learn from our mistakes, but we can't advise anybody what to do because we don't know what we're doing ourselves. We just going with the flow, praying to God that we can get it done and asking God to bless our hands, our bodies, and our minds to give us the strength, wisdom, and knowledge to get this bad boy done, and to God be the glory. So far, we are on a roll. I don't see no stopping and no letting down because I do believe, you know, but you know what it say? Like I told you in the last video, faith without works is dead. So we got to make sure we keep putting this work in, gang. Yeah. I did put the headboard and footboard back up, as you can see, but it is a different size like I told you earlier in this video. Stay tuned for the complete bed build because like I said before, that was just I don't know if say demonstration or trial. That was just a trial run to see if we can do our layout east to west when it comes to the bed instead of north to south, because we're trying to conserve room in there. We want to have as much room inside of the van as possible. So the goal is to map everything out and make sure we're utilizing every inch to the maximum potential we can. That makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but you get what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'm sure by now you noticed that I left the front and back panels off of the ceiling, and that is because we're deciding where we're going to put our fan. We already have our fan in, but we got to decide if we want it in the front of the van or over the bed. I think we're kind of leaning with over the bed, but we really haven't decided yet. Let us know in the comment section. If you have a van or if you know about these builds, which part of the van should we put it in? Should we put it in the front of the van or should we put it in the back of the van? So it's a fan and it's a ventilation system. So it blows air, it pulls air in and it sucks air out. Or sucks air in and pull air out. I don't know how it actually works because we haven't put it in there yet. But y'all let us know what you think. Should it go in the front of the van or should it go in the back of the van? I think we're kind of leaning towards putting it over the bed. But y'all let us know what you think. I told y'all, gang, I'm coming for y'all for that advice because y'all are wise. Y'all give some great suggestions and I really appreciate it. I know I joke and play around a lot with y'all. I'm starting to notice that y'all are very knowledgeable on a lot of different things. So we already know, gang, God's got us wherever we land. Yeah.